Well, happy first day of April. I hope you haven't been fooled by too many people, but no jokes in this forecast, at least not for now. Maybe I'll get you guys later, but enjoy the fact that it's been such a nice afternoon. At least we can all do that. Temperatures in the mid 50s right now. It's 55 in New Bedford and in Newport. It's 54 degrees as we look to Providence, and we've seen so much more sunshine as we've gotten into the middle of the day. This morning, as promised, was not exactly the most pleasant, but this afternoon, yeah, that's where it's at. Take a look at the Providence sky cam. Beautiful blue sky. I hope you've been able to stretch your legs today, and if you haven't, well, there's still plenty of time until sunset. Sunset's well after 7 o'clock at this point. Satellite and radar showing you the storm from last night, way off to the east, now bothering Atlantic Canada, but not us in New England. Those clouds even are way off the coast, hundreds of miles away, and we are dealing with just a few high clouds here and there at this point. More sunshine than anything else. Now, the winds are coming from the northwest after this storm has left. Why is that important? Well, first of all, it is going to be a little gusty today and even into this evening, so just keep that in mind. Hold on to your hats. However, the more, I would say, prominent part of the forecast having to do with the wind is that this is ushering in cooler, drier air. So first of all, you're going to feel the difference when you step outside. You know how yesterday I was talking about how sticky it felt, how much moisture was in the air? This is the opposite. It feels super dry. You're also going to see temperatures tumble once that cooler air settles in overnight, and with the lack of clouds, we can get down into the upper 20s and low 30s. Most of us between about 28 and 32 degrees when you wake up tomorrow morning. On that note, if you're sending the kids off to the bus stop, just know a couple layers, not a bad idea for the morning. The afternoon, I would say 1 or 2 as well. It's not going to be a super warm day. You get the gist of it here as we look through those couple of hours as we get from early morning to mid-morning. We're going to be in and out of the clouds tomorrow, and because of that cooler air settling in, temperatures are back below average. We haven't had much of that lately. We've been above average for quite some time, but we're going to be back in the mid-40s for your highs on Wednesday. 45 for Providence tomorrow, 45 in New Bedford, 44 in Taunton, 43 in Newport, and 45 in North Kingstown, looking at 42 in Westerly by tomorrow afternoon. Now, I mentioned how we're going to be in and out of the clouds, and we're also watching for a little bit of rain. And, you know, I just showed you satellite and radar near us, and you might be saying, wait a second, where the heck is the rain coming from? Does it just appear out of thin air? Well, no, believe it or not, there's actually an area of energy right now coming out of the Rockies that's going to impact us as we move into tomorrow evening. So let's go through Futurecast together. You'll see again, we're in and out of the clouds. We do get some sunshine tomorrow, but I think clouds are going to be more of a factor as we get through the afternoon. Now, as we get through the evening, especially toward the end of the evening commute, you can see the clock here saying 6:15. I wouldn't be shocked if we got a little mist and drizzle, perhaps a stray shower or two. Then overnight, the warm front associated with this area of low pressure reaches us. What does that mean? Well, this is going to help spur on some more showers, a little more widespread, but not super duper heavy rain. You'll also notice there's a couple colors on the screen here. What the heck's going on there? Well, it's just cold enough that we actually could see a little wintry mixing. Now, I'll be perfectly honest about this with you guys. I do think this model, while it does a good job of showing you the idea of what's going to happen, I think it's being a little aggressive with that wintry mix. So expect some wintry mixing overnight Wednesday into Thursday, but nothing too wild. We do turn back to showers as we get through Thursday morning and into the afternoon as well. Thursday's going to be a little bit dreary. The clouds stick around, and while it's not a washout, we are going to have showers in and out throughout the day, and that's kind of going to be the case as we move to the end of the week. Now, I will say Thursday's round of rain moves out as we get into Friday morning. Friday afternoon looks pretty solid, so if you want to get outside, that's a pretty good time to do it. As we get to the weekend, it's not a total washout, but once again, we're kind of in and out of the showers, somewhat similar to what we saw this past weekend, just a little bit warmer.
Oh.